So, I was gone 3 weeks. Nothing happened, right? What? What happened?
Nothing?
So, Rio still on sale?
No.
But the price stayed the same, right? Like, no one would invest in those stickers with such a low demand, right?
Sure.
So, Source 2 news? It's still quiet?
Uh,
What?
no, nothing.
So what about cases?
What? Huh? You were talking to me?
Cases, anything worth noting?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Phew, thank God. Oh, by the way, did Antwerp do anything? Like, I made a video about Antwerp a while back, so did it do well, like I was thinking?
It went alright.
Well, what about...
You know, why are you asking me? Shouldn't you be telling us? Where have you been, man?
Yeah, I had stuff to deal with. Thank God nothing interesting happened in the time that I was gone. But let's get back to it. If you haven't paid attention in the last few weeks, a lot has happened. And I will be walking you through everything and how you should react to what is happening. But before we get into everything that happened in the last 3 weeks, I want to introduce today's video sponsor, Market CSGO. They are a popular P2P marketplace with over 100k daily trades. They just revamped their entire site, including better search options and analysis features. Go to the cheaper than on Steam tab to buy items miles cheaper than on Steam. To list your items, you need to download their official market app client, which ensures safe deals for you. The client sends and cancels all the trades automatically, which means you don't have to worry about any risk. Go to your dashboard to set up an account, simply update your inventory and select items you want to list on the market. There are many deposit and withdrawal methods available like Visa, Ideal, Apple Pay, crypto and a lot of other options. You can withdraw your money instantly as soon as someone buys your item. There's also currently a 30 knives giveaway running on their site, so even if you don't have skins right now, make sure to check out the site with the link in the description. There is a lot to cover, so I guess this shows why you never leave the CSGO scene, even for just 3 weeks. The doodler was removed like we thought, and even though we knew 99.99% sure it wouldn't become a contraband skin, it still spiked in price, because people just do that in the CSGO market apparently. I preferred the original design, but I guess we get to say goodbye to that one forever. Antwerp capsules increased a lot in price, and so did the stickers themselves. I had already predicted that to happen in this video, but it's nice to see still. Should you sell right now? Should you keep them? Should you buy some more? Well, is it risky? Is it too expensive right now? Well, I don't think so. I will be making a full video about Antwerp soon, but for now I think Antwerp still has a long way to grow. Same goes for Stockholm, but that is for the more wealthy skin enthusiasts among us. Sus. Rio got discontinued. Yeah, finally Rio got discontinued. So is it a good investment? Well, maybe. I don't like the looks of them, but some people do, and the supply is quite low. I myself am not invested in them apart from having one of each sticker, but that is purely a completion thing. I think they will be alright, but there just isn't that much demand to apply them. They are great for the market though. It means Valve won't ruin Antwerp and Stockholm. And it means they can finally continue to do backgrounded stickers without losing big amounts of money. It also means balance in the market, and people making profit on yet another major is great to see too. So far the only major ever to not be profitable is RMR, and even those stickers are getting up there now. The fact is, the game and the economy are doing incredibly great right now. Just imagine what would happen next major, or if we get a new operation or Source 2. More about that later in the video. I still believe the market has an awesome future. It is doing way too good right now. For a while after RMR, it was believed that major investing was dead, but clearly it won't die. So I guess next major we will have more major investors again. The Rio price hike. The price actually went up quite a bit, which is to be expected with hype and low supply, but them leveling there and even slowly growing now is just crazy. I certainly wasn't expecting it, but it's good for everything overall, because newer investors who just bought into Rio now have some more money, which again they will invest into something else or keep in Rio, which means more money in the market. Source 2 rumors. Like every week we got a lot of Source 2 rumors, more game files, tweets, fakes, memes, etc. No, but seriously, it will be this year. It's all I can say, but it is so hyped with everyone, but in reality it wouldn't be the best thing in the world. It would be good, it would be kind of okay, but an operation might even be better for the game and for people coming back, especially content-wise. Source 2 is good for the longevity of the game, but initially it will come with bugs and problems. Even though it's good for the game, it's been hyped up for so long now that people will be underwhelmed and disappointed with the result. That's probably also why Valve haven't released it yet and why they're still waiting and putting more and more time into it so that people will actually get what they're thinking. They're thinking it's the best ever, and Valve is trying to live up to that promise, even though in reality they really can't do that because it's a really high standard. Cases went insane. We had major increases across the board, cheap cases went great, and my favorite case, the revolver case, did incredibly too. So will cases just be a great investment forever? Will Valve release a new case with the OG knives? Well, the answer depends. I think cases will stay a good investment, but they're going to be more on level with other investments price-wise, which is good and bad at the same time. It means lower ROI on average, since it has to grow more for the same percentage. It also means people with lower budgets can't buy as many of them now, but it also means less moving in and out of storage units because they're worth more each, which is a win for us all, and especially for me. I hate doing that. All the other investment cases also did well. The market is in a great place. Stolen skins and banned traders. You'd think in 3 weeks there's only so much that can happen, but we're not even halfway yet with my list, and I'm probably forgetting loads of things too. And all of this in a time where the most Valve has done is change a Twitter banner. More about that later. First off, the controversy. If you haven't seen the Jesus Clips video about it yet, CSGO EXO was hacked and skins were stolen. 700k worth of skins to be exact. The situation turned ugly like the CS Money hack from a while back, and Valve intervened. It all ended roughly okay, but it's still very interesting. It's at least a good sign that Valve are actively working on and cooperating with the community, because this was essentially CSGO EXO's fault. They made a mistake in whatever happened, and Valve doesn't have to do anything about it, but they do. And they work with the community, which shows that they care about the community having trust in them, which is really important. It means they care about the health of the community and the market, even if it doesn't seem that way at times. Agents. Agents went up a lot. Initially this was due to some Chinese site now making it possible to temporarily rent some agents from someone for like very cheap, but they've stayed up and they're still really expensive now, which is good to see because I secretly already liked agents a lot. Bloody Miami Daryl is now 36.8 euros on buff, that's cash. What a time to be alive. And this is still before any Source 2 news. Imagine what happens if Valve gives us a 3D lobby where you can see all 5 of your party members' agents, like in Fortnite. Or maybe they give us the end screens that were found in the source code a while back. That could also have an effect on agents, since it means more visibility for them, which means people will want them more. Other price hikes. A lot of other items also went up in price, like for example, knives. Knives and expensive play skins are going up across the board, and there is no slowing it. It seems logical with so many people playing the game, but it's still crazy to think about. I am a CSGO investor, but a big part of my CSGO inventory is just play skins or knives that I trade. It normally means price increases don't do a major thing to my inventory value, but the past few weeks have. And I know it's not just me, it's everyone with any skins at all. And that may not seem important, but it is actually very important. The more money in the scene, the better for us. More people with skins that go up in price means more funds in the hands of the people. And what are they gonna do with that money? Either invest it in something else or buy other skins. Or maybe cash out. Some people will do different things of course, but the price hikes in play skins are very good for their market. It means there is more and more people available to buy your Rio capsules you swear you bought by accident. Sure buddy. It is also very tempting for people who aren't investors yet. They get introduced very easily by getting dropped a new case once, which they can then sell and buy capsules with. They then make a good amount of profit on the Rio capsules and get hooked. They put some of their own money in there, and before you know it, they turn into the degen skin aficionados that we all already are. And they will start watching my videos, which I am very happy about. So, hello! All of that is great for the market, and it's great for you. So, everything is looking great for us. CSGO on Twitter. The official CSGO Twitter account is known to troll us from time to time, but the last few weeks have been action-packed to be sure. First of all, we had this reply from CSGO, which isn't influential for the game, but it was surely a difficult thing for Don Hachi to get through. I loved this reaction, and a lot of you guys did as well, because this tweet got a lot of likes. No, but seriously, a lot happened with CSGO on Twitter. For example, the guy in charge of the CSGO Twitter account loves memeing us, and they also often do things just to spite us. A while back they changed the background to say just Counter-Strike, which led people to believe it meant Source 2, or a new name for the game at least. With all that talk about the banner of their Twitter account, they changed it again, this time saying it's just a banner, nothing more, promise. Which is just a big FU to all of the people speculating about it, which I just find incredibly funny. They recently also changed the banner again to be the Shooterman logo of CSGO, which again caused controversy and speculation. How is it possible for a game company to be so influential that simply changing their Twitter banner to their own logo causes the community to uproar? That is the CSGO community for you. I can't think of any other game that would have any effect. If for example, think about Rockstar. If they change their Twitter banner to the Rockstar logo, will anyone say, what are you doing? No. But in CSGO, somehow that is a thing that people do. Russian Steam support. There was recently a big scandal where the Russian Steam support stole loads of skins. Check out Jesus for more information. If I went into detail about all of these things happening, this video would be 2 hours long, but the important part is how you deal with it. The CSGO scene has always been a sort of risky place to have your funds, and though over the past 10 years it has been reliable, there are still scams and bugs. It's just a game after all. How the situation was handled by Valve gives me a very good feeling about the market, but please decide for yourself how you deal with this risk. Perfect World skins marketplace with special bots. CSGO has a special version in China, and they just made a marketplace with special bots that don't get a trade cooldown on the item by gifting the items instead of trading them. There was also a special 0% fees, but that is a temporary thing to get people to start using the service. It sounds like a bigger problem than it really is. It will most likely change very little for you, even if you use Buff163. And we are far from done. There was loads more that happened. For example, there was a serious journalist who just posted about leaks about CSGO in Source 2. They essentially say it will be released this month, most likely as a beta, and it will bring 128-tick servers and fixed matchmaking, or whatever that means. These are all things that the community has been asking for a long time, and it would be great for the longevity of the market and thus our investments. We can't be 100% sure, but this is the most solid evidence we have gotten ever, yet. Like, nothing better has gotten out in the past 5 years about Source 2. The journalist in question is well known, so putting his name on the line means he is probably fairly certain about Source 2 in CSGO coming soon. It would make sense too, with Valve changing their banner again to the logo that the patent has come through on recently. They still need to confirm it, but they'll probably do that after, or like just before they release it. The newest NVIDIA drivers containing links to a game called CSGO 2. It all seems like way too much to be a coincidence. If these things happened and we don't get an operation in the meantime, you bet your sweet asses your investments will do great. Source 2 will bring loads of people back to the game. It will make the game's lifespan way longer, and it will mean Valve haven't given up on CSGO. They were just busy, very busy making Source 2 the best it can be before rolling out the beta. Overall, more people playing the game means higher prices on playskins, knives, stickers like Antwerp, because people want them on their guns, and now all of a sudden there's a lot more people wanting them and not more supply. There's already fairly limited supply because the hollows are pink, remember? So all of this news is great for your investments, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more and more spikes as we get into the coming weeks, months. More and more price spikes, more and more price hikes. The only thing that could really damage the market right now is an operation, and even that won't do that much because there's a lot of people who already want to buy in. So an operation would just give them a nice time to buy in, which means maybe 10-15% dip, which will recover itself really quickly. Last time it did it in a month, this time probably even faster. And no, you will not lose your skins. If Valve kills your skins or makes them stay on CSGO 1 and not transferable to CSGO 2, it means they can't keep selling keys to cases, and thus CSGO is no longer nearly as profitable as it once was, thus making the Source 2 port nearly meaningless. No one will buy keys if the items are not worth what they used to, and people losing thousands of dollars or even potentially millions of dollars, because that's how expensive the most expensive accounts are these days, that will surely leave a bitter taste in everyone's mouth. Just don't worry, either CSGO 1 and 2 will be the same game and thus nothing changes because it's the same game, so the same inventory, or it's a new game, but they make skins transferable from your old account to your new account, or rather from your old inventory to your new inventory. And all of that will be found out in the near future, since they're saying it's gonna come out this month, which is just already so fast. All in all, the future of the game is looking incredible right now, and I am very thankful to be a part of it right now. The game has done great, investments are doing awesomely, and the channel is also growing massively. Sorry for being away for a bit. From now on, the regular videos are back, and I will also start live streaming again soon. Follow me on Twitter for more updates and interesting things happening daily. And hit me up on Steam if you want to buy, sell or trade any items. Check out my latest video about the Revolution case and if it means Clutch is now actually a good investment. Now for some good old nostalgia, say it with me. If you're still watching, you are truly awesome. Thank you. Goodbye.